What's up, team? This is Charles here. We're doing a very basic camera training. Um, what I'm going to do here is we're going to go through how to turn on the camera, and then where all the basic controls are on the camera, and then a few other little advanced things. And then at the end of this video, we're also going to go through some of our most commonly used shots with some examples from our worship sets. So let's jump right in first with how to turn on this camera in our control room. All right, so the first step in turning on the cameras, getting everything set up, so when you come in, we have these camera control units back here in the control room that control cameras 2 and 3. And so as you can see right now, one of them is already on, but I'm gonna show you how to turn them both on right here. So we hit this CCU power switch, turn that on. The lights will cycle through. The third light that comes on says okay. That lets us know that the unit is powered on and ready to go. And then we can hit this button here that says camera power. Push that. That'll begin to turn on the rest of the camera so that we can get to the point where we're ready to start using it. After you've turned on the camera and the CCU, you want to come over here, or have whoever's sitting here at the shading station pull up your camera. So we have camera 2, 3 are the ones that are on the camera control unit. You can push the top of it to control it or to see it on the monitor here. And then we also want to open up the iris to a point where we can actually see something. The iris is this f-stop number, which I'll talk about a little bit more, but closed all the way open. So you pull this lever to close it, push it to open it. So we typically run it right around 3.5 to 4.2, somewhere around there, but a good starting point is like 3.5. Okay, so as you can see, here's camera 4 on the side of the stage here, or the auditorium. And down here at the bottom, there's this power box. This is how you turn on camera 4. You literally push this button right here and it turns on everything on camera 4. All right, here we are at camera 1. As you can see, currently it's in our location for our online services that we're doing right now. But this camera has its on-off switch right here on the top. So you just simply move that to the part that says camera, turns the camera on, and then the screen has a power button here. Push that, turns the screen on eventually, and there you have it. Camera 1 is on. Now that we have the camera on, the next thing that we want to do is understand how to do some of the basic things like zoom, focus, change the tension control on the actual tripod, and then also where your volume is for your comm when you have on the headset. So the very first thing is the tension control on the tripod itself. So obviously you have a tilt and a pan feature on the tripod. This knob right here will control the tension control for the tilt. So if you turn it this way, it makes it looser so that there's a little bit more give and more play to it. If you turn it towards you, it tightens this one, giving it a little bit more tension so that it's a little easier to move it without it flying all over the place. Similarly, we have a knob on this side that also controls the tension going left and right. Same thing, you turn it away from you, it gets looser. Turn it towards you, it gets a little bit tighter. The next thing is going to be your focus control knob is right here on the left handle. And now this is the same on camera 2, camera 3, and camera 4. They all have the focus control on the left handlebar. Your zoom control, again, on cameras 2, 3, and 4, and camera 1 actually, will have the zoom control on the right handlebar. So as you can see a little bit in the screen there, I'm zooming in and there's a zoom out feature. Also, once you're all the way zoomed in, again with the focus on the left handlebar, you can then bring in the focus on your screen. Once you're at this point, Most of these handlebars also have a speed control for the focus, or for the zoom, sorry, and it goes anywhere from fast to slow. Generally, I like to keep it at closer to the fast side of things, so that way if you do need to push in on something really quickly, you have the ability to just go in very quick, or zoom out very quickly. It depends on what we're going for in the worship set. Sometimes the director may call for, give me a shot of the bass guitar's hands, and if you're all the way zoomed out like this, you need to be able to zoom in really quickly. The beautiful thing about all of these the zoom controls is that you can also control how fast or slow it goes just by how much pressure you put on the control itself. So if you go real slow, it zooms out real slow. If you push it all the way, it goes really fast. So leaving it at that fast setting gives you a lot more range of motion control just by how hard you push the button in one direction or the other. The last thing, as far as the basic controls on this camera, is where the volume control is for your comm headset. So as you can see right here on this camera, there's an intercom 1 and an intercom 2. Your volume control is going to be right here on this big knob in the middle, and that's going to give you volume up and down. You don't really have to worry about much else as far as the mic volume and things like that. It's all pretty preset. The biggest thing that most people need is to know how to turn the volume up and down for their headset so that they can hear what the director is calling. Outside of that, there are, on cameras 2 and 3, there's a very cool feature that has the return video feeds. And so on the right handlebar, there's a button on the top here, and then there's one down here on the bottom, which you can't really see, but you can feel it when you're in here. And actually, I can probably turn this enough. There's a button down here. These two buttons control the return video feed. What that means is when you push this button, so the button on the bottom is going to show you the multi-viewer that the director sees in the back, where now if all the cameras were on, you would see camera 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we have a total of 7 cameras. Once you are looking in this screen, you do have to be mindful that I'm on camera 3, and as you can see, it is moving. So you're still active, you're still live. You're just seeing what the director can see on your LCD here. This feature is really useful for if you're trying to figure out where your next shot needs to go. You can look here to see what other cameras have. So like if camera 1 has a shot of keys, camera 2 has a shot of whoever's leading, you can find something different than what they have. Also, the other button for the return video feed is going to show you what is actually live on our broadcast at that moment. So right now it's on camera 6, so that means the director has camera 6 queued up live, and it's being streamed to our broadcast in this exact moment. So this is helpful to see what's live at the current moment. So again, like camera 6 has this shot where they've got the keyboard in there, they've got a side shot of the stage. So here I am on camera 3, I may want to just pop in close on where the bass guitar would be, or find whoever's leading the song in this moment, get a good shot of them. So that's what that return video feed will help you see, is what's currently live, so that it can help you find a different shot or something complementary to that shot. And so again, those are the very, very basic controls of our camera 2 and camera 3. So camera 2 and camera 3 are exactly the same. Cameras 1 and 4 are slightly different, but most of the mechanics are the same as far as focus on the left hand, zoom on the right hand,